What's up guys, and welcome back to some more Honkai Impact 3rd, and today we're going to be checking out Durandal's visual novel, explained in 9 minutes. So, basically, I found out about the visual novel for Durandal, right? I found out how long the visual novel is, and I'm like, it's going to take like 12 hours to read that thing. And I'm like, listen, there must be a simpler way for me to get the information, the vital information that I need from it. And we just completed Chapter 25 EX, so this is before we go on to do Chapter 26 and the main Honkai story. So as always, if you enjoy my reaction to this video, be sure to like, share, comment, subscribe. All that good stuff is greatly appreciated. I low-key just hit the mic. The link will be in the description box below to this video. And their name is I'm Scout, by the way, so I'll hit them with the like already. Be sure to show them some support, okay? So let's check this out.
This story covers the very first time Bianca and Rita are sent on a mission together. Many historical figures make appearances, a certain scientist makes us question our sanity. However, we will get through this together. You can find the full novel link below. Without further ado, let's flash back to February 29th, 2012. Two recently acquainted Valkyries arrive on a refugee island after traveling through the Quantum Sea. They are A-rank Valkyrie Bianca Atagina, age 12, and A-rank Valkyrie Rita Rossweiss, age 16. They have been sent into the Quantum Sea to investigate.
Wait. Rita's older than Bianca, than Durandal? I didn't know that. Anyways, okay. Anyways.
An anchor point is a location on Earth where you can enter a bubble universe. It only appears at a set location at a specific date and time. Bianca and Rita wear a device called Genius. It helps them access bubble universes and allows them to return to the real world at any moment. The pair,
which I just found out about the Genius thing.
The author of the book Don Quixote. The trio plan to attack Leviathan that has been terrorizing the residents at the refugee camp. Before they can fight the beast, a submarine named the Caledonia tears the monster apart. Captain Shakespeare and her crew, called the King's Men, emerge and invite Bianca, Rita, and Miguel onto the submarine as an apology for killing their prey. The crew consists of William Shakespeare as the captain, Lala Saida Hura, the boatswain, James Watt, the engineer, and Iron Mask, the chief officer. Iron Mask chooses to hide her face. However, she has been an informant to Shakespeare, even providing information about Shixel and the existence of bubble universes. Shakespeare takes the team to Gibraltar, where she shows them a Honkai wall, named the Wall of Asgard, surrounding all of Europe. She shows them a sword that she found during an earthquake and requests Bianca's help to restore its power. The sword's name is Durandal.
Yes, and this is where the name stems from.
On 7 key characteristics represented by gems. Should the master not meet the qualifications, the sword will shatter and send the gems all around the world to various locations.
Wonderful, Infinity
Shakespeare is left with the broken sword. However, she was able to recover the red gem in the top of Africa. Upon holding the sword, Bianca is able to see the images of the geography where each stone lies. With 1 gem down, the team sets toward finding the remaining 6, starting in Alexandria. Having been paired together by Shakespeare, Bianca and Jimmy decide to take a tour of the Great Library for their 24-hour vacation. They meet the philosopher Thales to guide them around. However, Jimmy gets lost and is mysteriously drugged and carried away. Bianca
I thought it was It's Thales. Man, I can't read for anything, chat. It's Thales. That's the Stigmata set, right?
Of the King's Men, who team up with the staff of the Great Library, who also serve as the governmental system for the city. The city is led by President Mary Shelley, Michelangelo, the curator, and Champollion, an archaeologist and detective.
Champollion.
Jimmy awakens in a cell while a small girl watches over him. She introduces herself as Alice and informs him that she is a machine made by the professor. However, everyone else in the lab has died. She requests for Jimmy to help with her maintenance. Meanwhile, a search party discovers that Jimmy is being held in a secret underground lab owned by a man named Faust, a man exiled from society many years ago for attempting to build a supercomputer using human brains. Today, we know that is Alice. After an ungodly lengthy story told by Alice, Jimmy starts to develop romantic feelings toward her.
Because why not, right? Because why not? Just, of course, I'm not even surprised that happened. That doesn't shock me one little bit. Like, it just doesn't for some reason. I don't know. It's not the most shocking thing to me in the world.
Iron Mask reveals her face to be Erwin Rihanna Schrödinger. She explains that Alexandria has been using the Gem of Reason to operate the city and its numerous robots. Alice comes to learn that Faust has been using her to run a program designed to destroy Alexandria in revenge for being exiled.
Okay.
Schrödinger is able to stop the program and move the processes of the city from the Gem of Reason into Alice, thus solving their problem and regaining the gem for Durandal. Following these events, Jimmy decides to stay with Alice in Alexandria, and the remaining crew, including Champollion, set off. Oh, and now possessing the Gem of Reason, Durandal can speak, in which it uses to promptly start...
okay. Which, in Chapter 25 EX, Durandal, however you want to say the name, was actually speaking. They were actually pretty funny, I'm not gonna lie. They're like, wow, I see your proportions have changed. And then Durandal, the human Durandal, or Bianca, I'll just say in this case, it gets like super embarrassed or whatever. Yeah, because at first I was like, oh yeah, you're talking. Okay, so this is happening.
Antagonistic relationship with Bianca. Their next destination is the Yucatan Peninsula. On the way there, Schrodinger explains that she is also from Schicksal and only landed in the Quantum Sea after an accident destabilized her physical body decades ago.
Yeah, that's
After
something.
a run around with the locals, the crew meets Zarathustra on the Yucatan Peninsula. She's the leader
Zarathustra?
of the Federation and welcomes them warmly. Long story short, she drugs them and exposes herself as the Serpent King and attempts to kill them. Luckily, everyone's favorite battle maid comes in to save the day and protect Bianca. On their way out, they meet Bertrand, a loopy dragon who claims Napoleon built the wall around Europe. He also happens to have the Gem of Domination stuck on his back, which the crew quickly claims.
Okay.
He says that Napoleon used the gem to create mindless followers to help him conquer Europe. Their next stop is South America, where they meet the General of the Republic, Roland Inca.
I just thought about it. They really
connecting either side of the world.
They really are collecting Infinity Stones out here. Like, I mean, if we're gonna make a comparison to something, this would be the way to do it. Honestly, I'm just saying. Also, she looks really cool.
Called the Huaca Tunnel. It also houses the main fortress used by the Republic. Following her lead, the crew arrives at the fortress and finds the government of the Republic. Schrodinger explains the function of a device called Moonlight Throne. The device is able to convert Honkai energy into normal energy.
Okay.
Darwin, the Secretary of Defense, explains that the Huaca Tunnel is an alias for the Ether Anchor from a previous civilization, the reason that Rita and Bianca are here. A previous version of the Moonlight Throne had absorbed the energy around the anchor and caused the surrounding bubble universes to leak, thus bringing in many refugees. She explains that the most basic principle of Moonlight Throne is to convert Honkai energy into new negative entropy, or in layman's terms, use Honkai energy to create new countering energy. Moonlight Throne is able to take the data and recreate a person from said data. Hence, Darwin died as a child in her universe. However, using the data, think like DNA, the Moonlight Throne was able to recreate her in this world. This explains why so many characters from different time periods and backgrounds have arrived here. The Republic calls the reborn Star Whisperers. The next gem is held by one.
I'll try to remember that term.
She agrees to lend the gem to the cause and chooses to act as the group's tour guide throughout the Republic. Bianca fangirls, having recognized her name from Snow Wolf Team. The crew is messaged by Sophia Henry Thoreau, the Speaker of the Republic and a proud owner of a pet groundhog. She holds 2 gems, however she requests that Bianca help save the world first by destroying the Wall of Asgard, which they will then cut off the infected part, i.e. all of Europe, and blast it into smithereens. She also directs them to Rapa Nui,
that sounds like a great idea.
Of the last gem. The group meets Caravaggio and finds a crystallized woman being kept alive by the power of the gem. Bianca uses her Honkai resistance to not only recover the gem, but also free the woman. They return to Thoreau, who gives them the last of the 2 gems. Durandal accepts Bianca as its master and they execute the plan. However, after an unattached Europe is fired on with heavy artillery, a mysterious beast appears. The entity is fueled by Napoleon's will and aims to commandeer the anchor.
Okay, let me stop it right there real quick. I did not realize that they had to go through so much to get Durandal to work. Like, that weapon, they had to go get all of them damn gems from all those different people. Jesus. I wonder, like, how many years that ended up taking. Or, what was the span of time that took? Because, geez, that's a lot. That's a lot of work they went through. That was no easy feat.
Napoleon is revealed to be the Star Whisperer of Napoleon, in which she sacrifices herself to quell the beast, since she's made up of the countering Moonlight Throne energy. Champollion has destroyed the beast, however the Honkai energy is still present, so Bianca must rise again to defeat it for good. Roland and Kira are attacked, wherein Roland becomes infected by the Honkai and Kira becomes a hot alien. She confesses that she fused with an alien named Nicholas after she lost consciousness after the second eruption, who then brought her to this world. Meanwhile, Roland made it back to the fortress, which is the home of the Ether Anchor, and has now killed Thoreau and Darwin. Roland has completely morphed into a new being, which calls itself La Nina. It is the culmination of the hive mind that seeks to control the anchor, which has already started eroding from the Honkai energy. In an effort to stop the beast, Bianca charges at her with Durandal. However, the sword is broken in the scuffle. But since Bianca is the master of the sword, she can call upon the power of the gems and wield the power without the physical entity of the sword.
Oh, nice.
She fuses with the sword and
Very
becomes
nice.
the Ancora. Bianca's able to kill La Nina.
Yes,
However,
okay.
during the time the two were fighting, La Nina attached herself to the anchor. Now that she has perished, the anchor will continue to decay for the next 3 to 5 years, until it disappears completely, bringing the world with it. Schrodinger claims that the only way for the world to continue existing is if Bianca replaces La Nina as the core of the anchor. Thus, we have the bubble universe inside Bianca, so long as she's alive. And that about sums it up. Some
Okay.
side notes are that both Bianca and Rita knew Ragna, Bianca via a visit at her orphanage and Rita having been saved by her. It is also shown that Himiko visited Bianca's orphanage. A flashback shows that Otto has requested that Rita ensure Bianca's success as a Valkyrie. He claims that one day she will understand all of the evil he has done and will need someone to turn to. He orders Rita to be that person, thus explaining how their close relationship came to be. If you're confused, don't worry. I know it's a lot to take in. Don't forget I've left the link to the full novel down below in the description.
No,
I've left out some
I
characters
feel a lot more
that
informed.
are relatively unimportant in the story and haven't been mentioned up to chapter 26. If you have any questions, drop them in the comments and I will try to answer them. Please like this video if it helped you, or you liked it, and sub to me if you like me. Till next time, I'll see you later.
Well, there you have it. There you have it. No, they did a good job, I'd say. I mean, you could only do so much in like 9 minutes, but plus the fact that I just played chapter 25 EX and then the information I was given here, I was able to like put it together in a sense and get more context to things without having to like read like 12 hours worth of that visual novel. So yeah, that was good. Like round of applause for you. Round of applause for you. Good stuff. Good stuff. It's just damn. I didn't know they went through that much just to get Durandal, to get the weapon, and then from there, once the weapon breaks and they didn't need that anymore, is where she gets the battle suit where she's able to use that power. And I'm like, oh, all right. So yeah, they went through a lot of different trials and tribulations. Crazy journey they went on, but I get it now, I get it. So yeah, once again, be sure to show them some love. The link to this video, once again, description box below. If you enjoyed my reaction and it helped you learn a bit more, hit that like button, you know, subscribe. Helps out like crazy. We do a lot of Honkai content over here. We have a Discord server completely free to join in the description box below. Honkai Impact channels over there where people play the game, hang out, discuss the game. And yeah, other than that, I'll see y'all soon with some more content, so stay safe. And as I always say, don't do crack.
Be sure to subscribe to the Special K experience if you enjoyed this video. If not, you're going to Femboy IHOP.